you'll see a load of networking devices, cards, etc. So I'm going to try and remember which ones I've done, but I'm going to progress through the stages that we've used for our data connections. Our data connections are a series of cables which may have been connected to computer systems internally inside them or externally. We're quite commonly known to attach a device or a hard drive to our computers via USB, so a USB hard drive. Also, I've shown a FireWire card which was faster than USB and became the standard. The ports inside the computer were roughly the same, but this increased our speed. Sure, system was always a SCSI connection with SCSI drives, and there is a SCSI cable being shown here. This was a simple bigger ribbon cable, and I'm sure you're all used to the IDE cables. SAS and SCSI are all bus type connections. They basically, the main system information circuit is called the system bus. So we used cards, any cards which interconnect into that bus at different speeds, PCI, PCI Express, and the various versions of PCI Express, which give us a faster connection. SAS connections between computer systems and servers were up to 12 gigabytes and now are up to 128 gigabits per second. So our data speeds between servers to share working clusters or to transfer information from a data server or storage array to the main operating and crunching computer, our compute power, was always connected in some way, regardless of whether it's inside the computer or outside the computer. Most people have a NAS, a network attached storage. They'll use Cat5, Cat6 and Cat7 cables to connect their network, and some of them will be going over to fibre. Fibre is over 20 years old, 23 years old or 27 years old, somewhere around about that, which then powers our networks up to speeds of 128 gigabits per second. While 128 gigabits per second for those who are stuck on RJ45 connections with gig LAN will seem like an amazing adventure, the technology for this is way over 20 years old. It's been around for ages, it's just not been used. The card systems that you might want to use are SATAs, which are quite commonly used now in most systems, but we're not talking about on-system storage, because on-system storage is basically a shortcut of a DAS and attached storage. Just because we use a cable to attach inside to a inside part to a hard drive storage, and they're always been considered to be one of the same. They're not one of the same at all. Your computer can function without a hard drive at all. So where we put that storage is the actual key factor, and how we connect that storage to maximize its use or manageability is down to how we actually connect it. So therefore, in these videos you've seen all the different types of connections of how to connect your computer storage to your compute, and therefore this is a key lesson to be learnt in how and what your actual storage is. By being conformed to the regularity of having a hard drive in your computer, you're probably not maximising what you can do with your data. If you had a box, and I'm just saying a cardboard box, and you could throw as many hard drives in there, then data storage across all of your computes will never be an issue because you have a separate storage for it. Setting up a separate storage is not exactly difficult. However, I'm going to do a quick short video on specifically the cards themselves, because fibre channels and SCSI connections operate slightly differently because they are multi-zoned. They're not just simply plug and play like an RJ45 cable. They MAC connect and talk to each other, and they have different zones. So it's not just plug into a network and have your storage somewhere else. So with that said, I will end this video and I will talk in more detail in respect of the fibre channel connections, because this should be next gen for most people.